It's
Wow.
been 13 weeks of tangos, cha-chas and all the other things. But this year's Strictly Winners were finally unveiled at the weekend. And it was, hopefully you know by now, Rose and Giovanni who took home the top prize. Well done.
Yeah, it's brilliant. History was made as Rose became the first deaf contestant to win the Glitter Ball trophy. She will be joining us with Giovanni for their first interview since that final. But let's take a look back at their very best moments.
That was the dance of the night, the dance of the month.
10.
10. 10.
10.
I will miss learning to dance every day. I will miss Giovanni a lot. Strictly will definitely stay in my heart forever.
I wanna be that guy. I wanna kiss your eyes.
Your ability to connect to yourself and then to connect to Giovanni and then to connect.
I just feel like this is a dance that said everything about my Strictly journey.
Your heart is on your sleeve. You just feel it, you dance it. Rose
Do you know what I loved? I loved watching Rose and Gio watch that back while
I know.
while we were watching it as well. We are joined now by the Strictly champions, Rose and Giovanni. Also joining us in the studio here, we've got British Sign Language interpreter Ray Williams. Thank you very much for being with us as well. Guys, what's it like living it all back? Rose, let's come to you first of all, because I wonder what your Sunday was like after an amazing Saturday night.
It was very weird Sunday. It was very quiet and I felt like, what just happened? It didn't feel real.
We saw Giovanni. You woke up with I don't know whether you woke up or went to bed with the trophy in your bed. We got the picture. How long did it stay in there with you?
Well, it's still there, but it's still here with me. It's gone everywhere.
We didn't see that because we were looking at the picture, Gio. So will you show us that trophy? You got it right there with you.
It's still here with me. That's
wow.
everywhere.
And Giovanni, we didn't hear much from you on Saturday night because I think, like many people, you were largely crying for most of the final. So what are your thoughts now on this Monday morning about what you and Rose have achieved?
I think it's been a fantastic journey from the beginning. You know, I think we put out there big statements, and every time I say to Rose the same thing. I think obviously it's nice to win the show, but I think we managed to put a statement very important for Rose, very important for the deaf community. Every week we go there, we smash our dance, and we just prove it.
Yeah, I think I improve every single week because she really pushed me to make sure my feet in the right place, my posture kind of straight, and then little detail like that improve each week.
Yeah, and you did. I think that was the amazing thing to watch at close quarters, Rose and Gio, just to see how much better she got every single week, Giovanni. I wondered if you take us back to the start of all that, Gio, when you first knew that you were getting Rose and she was a deaf contestant on Strictly, were you worried at that point about how you would teach her, and how quickly into that did you think, dear me, she's actually amazing, this could be brilliant?
I think it was more. Obviously, it was a different way. I knew that I have to adapt my way of teaching, so I had to be different. But I wasn't worried. I actually was more excited because obviously I've been in the show for so long, so I wanted something to bring the sparkle back for me to teach a celeb. And then Rose came along. I had to change my way of teaching, and it was phenomenal from the beginning. The first dance we did was the jive. Was a difficult one because obviously we're a lot of separated, so a lot of counting. But then when we ended up to, you know, Rose understood the way of dancing. Then we did a foxtrot, and I think then that's when I realized, okay, you know, she can dance. But every week has been a different challenge for us because of the timing. But you know, it's been phenomenal. Dan, you know, you were there until almost the end. So.
Giovanni, you know, you talk about how Rose improved week on week on week. What was the moment? What was the dance? I mean, bearing in mind, I think you've been in the final 3 times now. When did you think, oh my goodness, we could win this thing?
That's a good question. I think when we started our Foxtrot week 3, I was like, this could be a fun. But the thing with this year Strictly is, I know it sounds a little bit pathetic, but this year Strictly was the hardest that we ever had. I mean, the competition was the best we ever had. Everybody was unbelievable this year. So
Yeah, I think it's so lovely because I didn't have that when I was growing up. I didn't have anyone to look up to. But also it's important to inspire the hearing people to think about what they're doing, and to change their perception. So when a deaf person comes for a job interview, they don't have to panic or freak out. They can be like, oh, it's just yeah, that's all. And making it accessible, like how Shitty did. So I'm very excited, and I'm looking forward to see what will happen next and how it will carry on, hopefully.
Rose, I remember speaking to your mum on week 1, really early in the competition, and she said, Dan, I can't explain to you how hard Rose has worked to get to this point. And then I watched you and your mum have this beautiful hug on the stage at the end of the final on Saturday with you holding the trophy. And we're showing that picture now, Rose. And yeah. I spoke to your mum again after the final, and she was in tears and really emotional, talking about how hard it's been for you over the last few years, not just to get on Strictly, but to be the actor that you are. And I think that really poured out of your mum on Saturday night. What was that like, that conversation, that hug with your mum, and what did you say afterwards?
I think when I won it, I was so shocked I couldn't speak. And then afterward, everyone came up to me and said, well done. And then my mum hugged me, I just burst into tears. I just couldn't stop crying. I was that proper snobby. And I think it's because we went through a lot hard emotion enough, but because like at primary school, at nursery school, it goes way, way, way back where my education was difficult and my mum had to fight a lot to make it accessible for my education right from the start. So I had that right from the beginning of everything I do was a constantly fighting and constantly battle to get what I needed is human rights. And we just didn't expect it will end up me on Twitter, come down and end up me winning it. This is, yeah, I can't word how much that means because we have come far. And it's not just me, but it's so normal for a load of deaf people and disabled people where we're so used to fighting all the time that it's quite nice not to and actually win and actually see and celebrate that. Yeah.
And Giovanni, you must be really proud to have played your part in this story.
I'm actually beyond proud to be part of this journey with Rose. I mean, I always say it's been my privilege from day one to be able to help Rose with this journey. I mean, when she came to the show, she was really focused to send a statement out there. And I think when we did our couple choice, I think that was the first time when really we all noticed that even small things, we can make a difference, you know. And what was nice is that me and Rose were in shops or anything, and people just small things start to even just say thank you.
I'm doing the tour, so I'm not completely finished with dancing, so that's nice. But I'm also at the centre of that. I'm going back to the centre.
Well, that's brilliant. I'm sure it'd be great to see you back on the screen as well. And Gio, what about yourself? I mean, you've got a busy year ahead as well, but I imagine this is an experience which changes you forever as well.
I mean, definitely. I'm going for Christmas, obviously, to see my family for sure. And then when I'm back, we're doing a tour with Rose. We're gonna be dancing again together, which is nice. And then I have my own show until July. So,
Gio, give us one more look at that gorgeous trophy.
Oh, do I have to share it?
Go on, enjoy it.
Rose, have you got one as well? Rose, where's yours?
Yeah, I realised on the show.
Oh, come on, Rose, you've got to get it for us.
Get it.
There we go.
That's the one.
There we go.
Well, let's finish this interview. Can we have you both together holding up your trophies? Because you are So many people have voted for you. So many people have supported you. And it's been lovely to have you on this morning. I know you've got a busy Monday ahead. Are you seeing each other this week, by the way? Are you doing any dancing this week? You're just having a bit of time off now?
Actually, it's weird because we can't really go to rehearsal. Usually we start rehearsal at 10. Today's Monday.
Yeah. If you wait, I don't know what to do on my Monday. It feels, I feel like being naughty in the way I feel like I'm skipping school.
Dan, you have to tell them how you've been coping.
I can tell you what an empty Monday is like, if you will, but I don't want to talk about it yet because I might start weeping. Have a brilliant Monday. Enjoy this week. Enjoy all the success. I'm sure so many people watching you this morning on this programme will have a massive smile on their face because they've loved watching you for the entirety of Strictly. And John and Giovannis were brilliant in the final as well, but you're worthy winners. So thank you so much for being with us on the programme today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Oh, Rose, Gio and Ray, thank you very much indeed.